Hey everybody, it's the Redstone Wizard here again, bringing you another Redstone tutorial. What I got for you today is part 2 of the Iron Curtain, which is the stacking method. Now, there was actually a machine that I developed just for this, just to make it a little easier on myself, and might as well share with everybody else. But yeah, so let's take a look at the machine. Yep, it's a very simple, well, I would classify it as simplifying machine. And it's been designed specifically to move to shift the village 2 blocks. Now, let's just take a look at how it works. This is without any villages at all. I am going to be going into survival for you guys, and just to show you how safe, because obviously I got nothing right here. I could fall to my death, but with some unique properties of blocks, I'm able to shift the village once I have villagers here by 2 blocks. And not even worry about it. So, yeah. So, what do you say, guys? Let's get to building this thing. Okay, guys, we're back. And like always, everything we need to build the machine and make it work properly, we got in the shulker box. Now, some of these items can be changed. Some of them I don't recommend changing. And some of them can be eliminated entirely. And I'll explain which ones those are. So, let's take a look. You're going to need 12 slime blocks, 3 honey blocks. These 3 honey blocks are required. You cannot change them for a slime block, but you can change any number of the slime blocks for honey blocks. 6 solid blocks. One of them has to be able to transmit redstone through, so sea lanterns work out great for that, and they have to be able to be moved. 1 redstone block, 4 observers, 3 sticky pistons, 3 regular pistons, 2 sticky pistons. I recommend bringing 2 slabs, and the only reason why is because it just adds a little more room to see certain things. 1 fence gate, and 2 walls. Then bring in 3 beds of any color you want. I want to use black for here. 3 villagers. Make sure none of them are babies or nitwits. I'm going to be using boats. You could use minecarts, but boats are a lot easier, and I just recommend regular boats, not boats with boats with chests. You could use the raft if you want, but that's still classified as a boat. 3 workstations of any type other than the grindstone, because the grindstone is an immovable block and it will not work. You don't have to have 3 pumpkin style blocks. Carved pumpkins, regular pumpkins, jack-o'-lanterns, melons, or moss are the types that you can have, but you can have them. This is just to be able to place the beds on to start out with, and you don't need the glazed terracotta, but it could be useful in one specific case, and when we get to it, I'll explain the case. So, first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to the edge of your iron farm. You're going to come out about 120 blocks from it and go down from where the platform is. You're going to leave a 4-block gap. So, right here is your platform. And I will always leave a 1-block gap. That's just so that's for safety purposes and ease of cleanup. So the first thing you're going to do is, let me get some of this set up. Okay, so first thing is you're going to place an observer facing up, going towards your iron farm. You're going to place 2 pistons. Now this line of pistons is where your beds are going to be going. This line right here is where your beds are going to go. This one is where you're going to go. So I don't recommend putting it on the same side as you're going to load your villagers in. I recommend putting it on the opposite. Then you're going to take your slime blocks, put them right behind the pistons, and in front, and one on the observer. Then you're going to take an observer, place it right here, and you're going to grab your fence gate and place it right on the face of that. Grab your slime blocks and put 3 in a row. a solid block there and a solid block there. This solid block has to be tall enough that you can place the bed on while standing back here. Be able to place a block on the side of it. Then you can place a solid block here. This one has to be solid. This one has to transmit the redstone. An observer next to it pointing towards the center. A sticky piston towards the back. A redstone block on the slime block below the observer. And 3 honey blocks going up. Grab your regular piston. Place it on the bottom of the honey blocks. Now on bedrock, pistons, when powered like this, will automatically extend. But because we're using the push limit, which this is far greater than 12, this piston is unable to extend. But as soon as we flip this, it will be able to extend and it'll start the flying machine. Now, if you want to, you can do it right now. Place your bed blocks, the blocks that are going to be holding for the bed, and then place your 3 beds down. And to make sure, you can actually just, boom. We got our beds in. Now we're going to grab our other sticky piston, place it on the back side with an observer facing up. Grab your slime blocks, place one on the face, one next to it towards where you're going to be standing, and 2 more going down. Grab your workstations. Now I recommend something that you could either easily tell what the jobs are, or whichever one you want. But I'm using lecterns because I can easily tell what the job is for just to demonstrate. A solid block on top of the honey blocks. Grab 2 slabs, place them there. Put a wall at the end of here and a wall here. Now we got 2 more solid blocks to place. We're going to place it in line with this observer on the honey block, 2 blocks. This has to be a solid block, and this has to be able to push that. I recommend both solid because that keeps the beds inside the honey block, which is able for you to collect. Now, if you are playing on hard mode, easy mode, or normal mode, and you do not have phantoms able to spawn, if you have phantoms able to spawn, I recommend just placing 3 glazed terracotta blocks right up here. The reason? Because then then you will never be exposed to the sky and risk the chance of getting a phantom spawning in and knocking you off and you falling to your death. But then after that, we're going to place a bed here, and not a bed, a boat there, and a boat there. Get your villagers, bring them in. They will link to the beds and link to the workstations. Now that we got that set, all we have to do is just crawl right up in here, walk right up against there, get our bed, get an open inventory slot. So let's say I have that, let's just toss that out. I have an empty slot. Hit the bed, hit the fence gate, place the bed. Now what we're waiting for is particles, just like that. Now it is entirely possible for them to link to the bed and you not see the particles. But you could also have them, but if you are standing here, all you have to do is look at yourself and get into a point where you can see all 3 villagers and see if they changed their jobs. Because if we hit it, you notice they lose their jobs. And that one, the bed didn't show the linking of the bed. I didn't have a bed down, but they were able to link. So, and link to the bed. But if I hit it again and place it, no job, links. And if you weren't paying attention or just happened to miss it, you're not guessing. But if it happens all roughly around the same time, they all linked and then he got his job. That is normally what happens. So we're able to utilize it and utilize the step, moving it twice to be able to speed the process up. And we are just slowly walking the village forward. So as you get here, get towards where you're going to be storing the villagers, we're going to place a bed in the center, activate the system one more time to break the bed, and we're going to just wait for them to link to the beds. Now, the reason why I recommend boats, not minecarts, is because you can grab a lead and attach it to the boat. And then just drag them in. A lot easier than try to bump them. A lot easier than trying to bump them into the system. So boats are better for this part. And then once you get that first one in, and you got them all dragged in, first one's linked to his bed, then you can just place your beds down, all of them if you want, or half of them. Bring them in, break the bed, bring them in, make sure that they can't run around. Break those beds, break the workstations, and place your workstations in. So, now with the build and the process stated on how to do it, this is just a few recommendations I have, and this is just to make it easier for you guys, because fingers. Just to make it easier for you guys, because I know how impatient some people can get, because I'm one of those people. When stacking takes a long time, go do something else. Simple as that. Take your time, take the time away, and find something else to do. Go watch a TV show. Go watch a very short movie. Watch some YouTube. I've got a couple of good other videos if you want to watch those. Go for a walk. Cook dinner. Cook breakfast. Do something. Get yourself away from the system. And then when you come back, you'll see the villagers linked to their workstations, and then you just do it again, and then go do something else again. Just repeat the process until, one, they're in. When it starts taking a long time, because right now it's not taking that long. But as you add more and more, the longer it's going to take. Now, this system does have one safety feature. One major safety feature. And if you are more in a hurry and extremely patient, you can actually use this safety feature to your benefit. You can actually knock it down to 2 villagers, which means this, let's say you can go away. But if you hit this once, forget to place the bed down, and hit it again. Oh, I only have 1 bed. They're all linked to the bed. They're all linked to their bed, but I only have 1 bed. Now he's linked. 1, 2. And now he's linked. 1, I'll place the bed. 2. And now I'm back to 3 beds. And it was simple. It's just you have to make sure that they're linked to 1 bed. If they're linked and you inadvertently do it, then you're fine. But they have to remain linked to one of the beds there. There is no way getting around it. It's a safety mechanism designed more for me, because I get a little bit rambunctious at times, and I do things rapidly. But it's a safe. But you could actually utilize it if you're one of those patient people to eliminate the middle bed and eliminate the back villager. And you wouldn't have to use the fence gate, you could actually use something else that will work, like a barrel. But I don't recommend the barrel because it's a workstation. Then they can link to the workstation. Something that they can't link to that could be moved and that you can activate twice. So, but I'm going to put that third guy back because I like the third guy. And there we go. And now I'm all set back to 3 and linked. And that's it. And then all you have to do is just keep bringing them in slowly and take your time. It is important that you take your time with this. So, I do hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you liked it, leave a like. If you have any questions or comments, leave it down in the comment section. If it's a major issue, I recommend joining my Discord. Link to that will be in the description. If you want to support me, you can subscribe. But special thanks to the Judgment for supporting me on Patreon. But you guys, this is the Redstone Wizard. Enjoy building.